So just a little more clarity around that. MAGA folks are saying that the people with H-1B visas are taking their jobs too. You do not qualify for those jobs, girl.
MAGA's starting to realize Elon Musk was never on their side.
He's going to change the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Did he buy it or what? Oh wait, maybe Elon bought it for him.
Well, I voted for Donald Trump because he's going to end all the taxes on overtime. I mean, that's going to put so much more money in our pockets.
Well, welcome back to another episode of FAFO Season. Today, we're diving into the aftermath of MAGA supporters voting against their own rights. The regret is real, and the stories are eye-opening. Let's explore the consequences and hear from those who are now reflecting on their choices. Stay tuned.
Well, I voted for Donald Trump because he's going to end all the taxes on overtime. I mean, that's going to put so much more money in our pockets. Yeah, but did you actually read, the fine print on that? What do you mean there's no, fine print? It's just, as it is. The fine print says that you have to work more hours in order to qualify for overtime. It also says that they could be raising the cap of income to actually qualify for overtime. For example, maybe they'll raise the cap to, 90 grand before you can actually qualify for overtime. That's their proposal. No? What? Yeah, it's not even guaranteed to hourly workers. They're mostly talking about salary. So you wouldn't even ever qualify for overtime if they change it for that. If you're an hourly employee, that's in their proposal. I thought you didn't read it. You didn't read it. Okay.
Hi, my name is Cheryl Dabney, and I am excited for Donald Trump's incoming presidency. What am I most? Well, I'm most excited about the tariffs on China. They are our competitors in the global market, and it's about time that if they want to do business with us, they pay for it. We do. Okay, so why would he do that? Well, then I'd like to change my answer. I'm most looking forward to repealing Obamacare. I think that is the worst thing that's ever happened to this country, and I'm looking forward to doing away with it. I think the Affordable Care Act is good. That's how my husband and I have our plan. They are? Since when? The beginning. Well then, okay. The policy that I'm most excited about is mass deportation. People should immigrate to this country legally, like my Nene and Pee-Pee. The laws at the time they immigrated, get here and don't be Chinese. But I think mass deportation will be good. Keep American jobs American. That's a large percent of the agricultural workforce. Well, why don't we just give those jobs to America? Because it's 16-hour days with no benefits and shit pay? God, I wish all this information had been available before the election. Really? Where?
So just a little more clarity around that. MAGA folks are saying that the people with H-1B visas are taking their jobs too? Girl, dear MAGA folks, y'all do not qualify for the jobs of the H-1B visa people. It's high tech. It's a different tax bracket, honey. You do not qualify for those jobs, girl. And I know this because in college, I worked in the Office of International Student Services, where I was collecting the checks from international students. And international students, they have to pay in cash, baby. The check has to clear before they do anything else. And then afterwards, once you graduate, in the in-between, you look for a job. And then the company that you are going to work for has to sponsor you, which means that company has to pay for you to be here. Y'all don't, MAGA, your brains are working in too many realms in which you don't have access to. Stop it. H-1B, above your tax bracket. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know.
Y'all, I got some tea on these MAGA supporters. They are definitely effing around and finding out. So my sister was going to the grocery store at Schnucks, and she was looking at these white cheddar goldfish crackers. And a white lady comes up to her, and she's like, man, these are really getting expensive. And you know what my sister said, who just graduated from the Washington University in St. Louis? She says, yeah, and they're going to get more expensive next year. And the white lady grabs her crackers and exits the scene expeditiously. Y'all, they really starting to realize the consequences of their actions. It's happening modern day. And I love the pettiness about how we're just letting them know, like, yeah, it's only gonna get worse. Like, this is your fault.
MAGAs, somebody needs to come over here and get your grandpa Trump and take him back to the home. He's over here saying that he's going to change. He's going to change the name of the Gulf of Mexico to the Gulf of America. Did he buy it or what? Oh, wait, maybe Elon bought it for him. Does he think he owns the Gulf of Mexico or what? Is he also going to change the name of New Mexico to New America? What does he have against Mexico? I mean, come on. And what is he saying about windmills? That we're not going to build any more windmills during his presidency because the whales are afraid of the windmills. Last time I checked, whales are in the ocean and windmills are on land. And what did he say about the faucets? That they drip, 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 and the rain comes from the heavens? Guys, y'all need to come and get him. I mean, you know, his little weekend pass is long overdue. Y'all need to take him back to the home already because this guy is going woohoo, cuckoo. I'm embarrassed for us. Peace out.
MAGA's starting to realize Elon Musk was never on their side, and I'm here for it. Let me explain. So, Elon Musk was an illegal immigrant to the United States. He came here on a school visa, never went to school, decided to open up a company, lived here illegally until he became a citizen. So, here's a man from South Africa who was here illegally, bought Tesla, bought SpaceX, didn't create it, didn't make it, bought it with emerald money from his dad, and you guys think he's self-made, which I can understand because you think Trump is self-made. And here's a man who is telling you about free speech, about immigration, and you're believing him, and, you know, all in. Then the H-1B visa comes up, and you realize we've been had. Why? Well, reality is Musk fired almost 3,000 employees last year, and he applied for 2,600 and some change H-1B visas. He's replacing American workers with cheaper labor from those countries that you hate, those brown and black countries. So he's replacing them. So immigration is okay when it's to line his pockets and because he's a billionaire. But that's not what you voted for with Trump and Elon. You wanted less immigration, get them out of this country, fix immigration, cut that border, no more blacks and browns from different third world, wherever the world countries. And here he is saying, no, we need more. They're good for my business. American workers are lazy. We need H-1B visas, and I'm going to fight with all I got to back this up. And now you're like, well, wait a minute. But that's why we elected Trump and Elon. You know, you hate the same people we hate. And they're like, well, kind of. Except we need those people. They save us money. We're billionaires, remember?
Members of the maggot militia, has it set in yet that Mango Mussolini will not be making decisions with you minions in mind? Has it broken through that the Bone Spur Bandit will not be looking out for anyone but billionaires? Do you now comprehend that the Capitone Coward does not care for anybody but his cadre of cronies? Are you starting to feel it come to fruition that the Fanta-Fascist is only going to be looking out for rich folks? Does it sting a little bit that the stuff he is now saying is not quite what he used to say? That deep-seated ball of desperation you are trying so desperately to ignore? That, my not-so-fine friend, that's called fear. Fear, because you got what you voted for, but you forgot to put your eyes on the fine print. Fear, because everything we have tried to tell you is starting to come true. Fear, because the Fanta-Fascist might not just be a funny name I call the wannabe Fuhrer. Fear, because you bonded over bigotry not knowing his main motivation was always money. And now look at you. Stuck with the South African super dork who says hiring Americans would be Silicon Valley's undoing. That's right, the elongated muskrat says Americans are too stupid to supply Silicon Valley with ample applicants. And what does Don the Con say? Well, that's simple, kids. He defers to Daddy Super Dork. Little Donnie says his operation has always depended on hiring foreign help, but that is not what he said when he was running back in 2016. These very same visas are the exact same ones he campaigned against so vehemently. So from the outside looking in, it seems not even Dementia Don knows where he stands. But he sure knows you suckers are gonna eat up anything he serves. Real quick, MAGA, let me ask you this. When are you gonna stop letting this pathetic excuse for a man run your reality? Actually, you know what? Stop. I'm about to drop the gimmick and give it to you straight because this shit is sad. Y'all really sat there and let this man sell our country to the highest bidder, and for what? Some bigotry and broken promises. Honestly, I do not know what makes me more sick. You sad, pathetic sacks of human excrement that seem so hell-bent on setting our country back 60 years. Or my fellow poor folk who somehow really believe they are nothing more than temporarily embarrassed billionaires and will do anything in their power up to and including throwing a boot to get an invite to the party. Wake up, people. You are not even playing the same game. These folks won't even sell you a ticket to sit in the stands. It is okay to want to be wealthy, but I swear some of you folks would sell your own grandma if it would mean you got to be in on the grift. And what's even funnier is some of you folks are so close to class consciousness it could bite you, but you can't seem to figure it out. God, it's just so fucking frustrating. Anyways, that is my rant for the day. Y'all have you a wonderful evening. Get them Sunday scaries out of your system and prepare to stomp a mud hole in your Monday and walk that week dry. If you have made it this far and like what you saw, please do me a favor. Hit them buttons, like, subscribe, share, all the things. I would be eternally grateful, I assure you. Now, the rest of y'all already know how this go. Keep them motherfucking boots out of your motherfucking mouth, and remember that the golden rule will always remain, yeehaw, fuck the law, and I will see y'all down the line.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of FAFO Season. We've delved into some powerful stories from MAGA supporters who are now facing the consequences of their votes and expressing their deep regrets. It's been eye-opening to see how decisions can impact not just individuals, but entire communities. If you found this video insightful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with more content like this. Join us next time as we continue to explore and discuss the important issues that shape our world. Your support helps us keep the conversation going, so thank you for being a part of this journey. See you next time.